Sunday, and I was just sitting here thinking, it's like, you know what, I hadn't really made a good video this week. So I kind of decided what I'm going to do is I took a bunch of clips of a bunch of different things, and I'm just going to throw it all together. It's kind of a little weekly recap, some stuff that didn't make the cut for a long form video, but I'm just going to chop it all together and see how it goes, and I hope you enjoy it. That little calf right there, his name's Pete. You see his front right leg, his knees kind of swollen? Well, when he was born, I'm not sure if he got stepped on or if he, what happened to him. But anyways, that leg wasn't right. It bent all kinds of ways, but the way it was supposed to. So we ended up putting a brace on it and casting it, and then he kind of knocked it off, and it actually healed so good that you can't hardly tell that he had a problem. The only problem was he isn't banded, and I'm not real sure what we're going to do with him because he's I don't know, he's growing good, but he may be a beef cow. We'll see. But yeah, that's the story of Pete. Good morning, birds. Ha-ha, there they are. They're looking good, actually. Spreading nice, moving, active. Heck yeah. Oh, I got a couple of heaters that won't fire, so that won't take long. I just got to go get a ladder and clean the intake, well, the exhaust tubes. So that won't take but a minute. Actually, I got 5 out of 6 heaters running. They're probably not going to run hardly at all as high as it is, so we're just going to let it eat. Morning, boys. Everybody good? Well, it's officially baby watch season. Impy, number 11, she's due in 20 days. So August 11th is her due date. So, oh, I hope it's a bull calf. She's like, yep, I'm so fat and pregnant right now. I'm just gonna lay down. I've had enough. Okay. What's up, Steve? How you doing, buddy? Okay? Well, Dad asked me to hook the bush hog up, but he just went and did it himself. So I'm gonna grease this quick and go over it and check fluids and everything. I guess we're gonna start bush hogging some pastures again. Hope everybody's doing good today. Been kind of a slow week. We got birds back in on Tuesday, and then from there I've just kind of been doing some drone stuff and some surveying. Yesterday I actually surveyed over 500 acres of work that we're going to do over the next week or so. So that's pretty cool. I think I've never done that much in a day. So, and it's all soy, most of it's all soybeans. It's flat, wide open fields. We 3 gallons the acre, and it's just gonna roll. So looking forward to that. So gonna be a good opportunity to make some money and network with some new customers. So that's pretty cool. But today I am headed to Aiken for a prescribed fire workshop. So something I've always wanted to do as a land manager is be able to burn my own property and include, you know, to improve wildlife and also pasture management and stuff like that. So I'm actually going to a Clemson extension workshop down here in Aiken. So it's going to be a morning workshop. We're supposed to be able to have a demonstration burn, but it looks like that's probably not going to happen because it's a little rainy and overcast. But that's okay. At least I'm gonna get some good information. I'll be able to approach it a little bit more safety minded, and also what best practices are. So looking forward to this, something a little different. When we get done with that, I got to meet Dad at his house, and we got to ship our corn header off to a repair shop. There's some work that needs to be done on it. Rather than me just mess with it when I can, we're just going to ship it somewhere and have them work on it and get it completed. they got all the tools, torches, and all that kind of stuff too. So make life a little bit easier on me. Not a whole lot else to report this week. It's just been kind of slow. It's been hot. We're caught up with hay. Calves are good. Cows are good. We're watching Impy every day. So she's getting ready to calve. So she's 16 days from her due date now. So it could be any time now. And she is very, very pregnant. So, but yeah, so cool stuff coming up. Dad's going to be on vacation pretty much all next week, so which means I'm going to be on vacation all next week. So that's okay with me too. Well, I made it. It's about an 1.5-hour drive, but here we are. It's a pretty cool place. I guess it's a research forestry facility. But that's where we're at. I didn't realize we were this close to the Savannah River site. I guess I should have looked it up a little bit more, but this is a pretty cool place. And it looks like the rain's gonna hold off, so maybe we'll actually get to see something set on fire.
If you are a landowner and you're interested in introducing fire onto your property, or you're just here to learn more about the local ecosystem, there's gonna be something for everyone here today. And we have a really exciting agenda.
Hey, good morning, y'all. I'm glad
Morning.
everybody's here. It is awesome to see some familiar faces and some brand new faces and some folks that have had an influence on my life and touched torches with over the years, and even some members of our Hitchcock Woods burn team. And I want to commend Peter and Riley and just ALC for all that they're doing across the county, across the region, with not just acquiring new conservation easements and all that, but actually helping landowners learn more to take better care of their properties. And, you know, I would say with, you know, the way we're all kind of intertwined, and Peter and Jenny and Brandon and Charlie and Janet and all of us kind of work together in many ways through the Forestry Association, through the Acre Prescribed Fire Co-op, but we really have a great fire culture going on in this area right now, and it's getting better and better. So it's all about partnerships and all about working together and sharing our success with each other and supporting each other.
And I came outside and found the boys I want to see, the fire guys. This is pretty cool. They're about to torch this off, so they're getting staged up and do their thing. You know, talking about smoke management, where they're putting their smoke.
Be different for the whole. You have a high chance of getting hit out, and then next thing you know, you got to quickly lighten the fire, fight the fire. So you always want to get a good baseline in right off whatever your natural barrier is.
What do you mean by baseline?
So baseline, so that is just going right initially, right off whatever your barrier is going to do. So
Your fire break? That's what you
Yeah.
call baseline?
well, the baseline is the fire for this fire. So our
Out
break,
on the inside.
exactly. And so our break is here. That's parking lot. So we're gonna light right off of the parking lot edge, and we're gonna burn on the upside of the
Smoke going the way you want?
Right now, a couple of maps and a couple of IEPs. We produce each one of our burns. But you can see our winds are supposed to only be about 1 to 3 miles an hour on the ground. And then our transport winds up high, they're only supposed to get about maybe to 6 or 7. Not sure how many, I'm sure many have, but just burning here in the state, South Carolina. South Carolina has pretty strict
I'll tell you that,
guidelines.
what I
So
need
they
is,
assign category
got all the
state
state tax and all
category.
that stuff in there.
So it's not typically
Yeah,
the
we can
best
drive
way
it
to
out.
burn. On a category 2 day, generally to smoke, as long as you're producing heat, that smoke is gonna go straight up and it'll stay up. It might be able to catch some wind and get out, But more often than not, as soon as you're done burning, that smoke is going to come right back down because it doesn't have anything to help get your smoke up and out, kind of out of the way. Thankfully, it's such a small unit, it's not going to be used to clean that. So all of the baseline, wire in right off right from whatever your barrier is, and you just roll on. You always want to do it.
Everything right now is
Let those tight strips
everything's
come
pretty
together so you
receptive
got good clean wire. So once you do want to wire out, typically when you burn it out, it's hard enough. But also we're not doing any damage to the wildlife, honestly, the wildlife is going to move. Wildlife, they got enough
from predators. Oh, and he's not shaking, by the way. I'm the one shaking. I have blood sugar issues. Right now I'm running a little high. So. Yeah, that's me shaking. That's me shaking. Woodland meets the wetland. You got alligators too. Think about their breeding habits. They make a nest on shore, and they protect that nest, of course. It has to be on shore. If there's too much brush and they can't get to it, that's not going to be good alligator habitat. This is a 3.5 year, maybe a little more, alligator. We had mom and dad in a pond behind our lab. I keep thinking back to a bay on site called Dry Bay. I remember when I first started working here, they would say, go set traps out there and catch stuff. And I hated that bay because the water wasn't very tall, but it was like a maze through button bush. I mean, you couldn't see, someone was 15 feet in front of you. You couldn't see them because they had gone around the button bush. Well, several years back, they had a chance to burn it. And they burned it. And there's still button bush there, but it is so open the way it should have been. It's like they hadn't burned it. It was off limits for burning because it was in a set-aside. The set-aside rules said, you're supposed to leave it as natural as possible. And then they kind of figured out, we really need to put the fire back in here because it's being overcrowded. So they did that, and I was out there last year setting up for another high school field, actually it's college field trip, and stumbled across an alligator nest on the trail, which was cool. The trail goes right around the edge, but we had to make sure that we had set any tracks in that area. We didn't want to catch any babies. There were already babies there too. We didn't want to catch them in our tracks and then have a whole incident with college students. But alligators are very important to have around. They eat a lot of those animals, both at the edge of the water and of course in the water. I can almost guarantee when I first started working here and I was walking through driveways, there were no alligators out there. It was too choked full of that button bush and all the other things. That fire really opened it up. I've also seen some other wetlands on site that, to me, if I had the time and money, I'd go in there with those big, massive chipper thing, like a skipper chipper. I've seen one on site. And get rid of the sweet gum and loblolly pine that has taken over some of these wetlands because of the dry period. They move in and then they don't get out, and then there's no more hydro period there. So yeah, those are like, and they're okay. And flat. She has balance issues. When I get her out, sometimes she jumps on the hand a little bit and flaps her wings, but she'll eventually settle down. So we got a red-tailed hawk. I'm gonna stay up here because that's not where anyone needs to walk. Now I can walk back here. I'll clean that up later. By the way, I'm also the facility coordinator for this building. So, red-tailed hawk. Think about how prescribed fire benefits the red-tailed hawk. First of all, when the fire's crawling through the forest, you got some animals that are moving in front of it, the fire getting out of the way. Well, some of those animals may become food for the red-tailed hawk. It's a lot like if you've ever bush hogged an open field, you're scaring off rodents and things, and I've done it several times.
They're out there just working that back, making sure it's not gonna burn out of control. These guys really have a cool job. if I were a little younger and a single man, I'd be all over this. These guys travel all over the place. They go to Florida, they go out west. They didn't, they live an interesting life for sure. I was talking to these guys and they said the Western cruise, man, they're a little wild, so that'd be kind of fun. So if you're a single man and you want some adventure in your life, this would be a job for you. Well, that was pretty fun. That was informative. Got to talk to a few cool people. So, of course, you know, the person I gravitate towards the most is actually from Pennsylvania. So, yeah, somehow or another, we always find each other. So I've met more people from Pennsylvania and South Carolina than you would believe. And we all just kind of know each other when we see each other. So that's kind of cool. So a little kindred spirit action. But yeah, it was a pretty informative meeting. And I know kind of the next steps I want to take for getting my certifications and that kind of stuff. So I can start maybe doing some prescribed fires for business purposes. So pretty cool. But anyways, I'm gonna get in the truck and I'm gonna head towards Newberry County. Got home from work, look what was waiting in the mailbox. Deer tags. Like it says on the package, shoot more does. Use your doe tags. Please. From every farmer everywhere, shoot more does. Well, there you go. There's your recap for the week. Thanks for following along, sticking with me. Do appreciate everybody that takes time out of their busy day to watch me and my nonsense. If you haven't already, I'm going to ask you to please like and subscribe, like all our videos, share them on social media, share them with your friends. Would love to just continue to grow the channel and put it in front of people who might actually enjoy it. So, till next time, y'all take it easy.